Hello there. My name is Raymond, otherwise known as Sensei. Either way, it's an honor and a privilege to be with you on this day or night. Either way, once again, as I always do, I try to make it a habit of thanking any of my supporters out there. Anyone listening, anyone viewing, I appreciate you. Keep on being strong. I'm trying my best to fit in my videos the best I can with my training and my preparation and my daily life. So forgive me if I haven't posted as many videos as I once was able to. I'm in the process of a lot of productive activities that I need to, but nevertheless, I never stray from my path or my journey, and neither should you, ever. In fact, always be in a productive manner. Always think what you can do best. And I'm always with you in heart. We're all connected somehow. Remember this. There's always a grand purpose for everything. What I wish to cover today, for example, basically two subjects tied into one is basically one, then lead into the other. Just bear with me for a little bit as I try to fit in what I know and everything that goes through my mind in like 20 minutes or a segment or so like that. So just bear with me. So anything that I express, by the way, anything that I view, anything I say is straight out and to the point, and I don't really sugarcoat it, but I do the best I can. I understand how some of the things, and I'm aware how it can contradict and or even offend some religious views. I get that, especially for what I'm about to say. I get that. I get that. I really do. But it's just the cold, hard facts and the evidence behind it when you really see it from a bigger angle. So what I'm leading into basically is prepare. What is going to happen soon? And what are you doing from your part? And can you see the signs and connect the dots yourself? Recently in CNN News, for example, they literally just admitted the possibility of extraterrestrial life. That's just one concept of many I wish to go into. Why out of nowhere do they wish to bring that up as if it's a normal thing? Basically, oh, by the way, aliens may exist now. Now, if you do your research, mind you, if you delve into it, they've known about alien existence for a while, and they've been planning to put this on the public. And NASA, even a while back, did a research survey paying about $1 million into a small group of Christians and or people that believed in highly of God, that if suddenly they sprang on them that aliens existed. Now combine that with the concept of what CERN, the Nuclear Experimentation Center for Nuclear Research, roughly, is looking into parallel worlds, and just the concept of Planet X headed our way very soon, and in conjunction of many things happening in 2016 and since 2012, mind you, be it the date where the Mayans predicted where things would go extremely, extremely differently. Now, I believe, I hope that for most of you out there, you get that it was a misunderstanding that the world literally was not going to end in 2012, but rather it was going to be a great era of change. So since 2012, there's been a huge amount of anomalies happening. A huge amount. Weather patterns, unexplained trumpet sounds that no scientist can explain, shaking certain parts of the earth globally. Floating cities seen in the clouds in China and California. Um, Bizarre virus outbreaks of Ebola, Zika virus. I will say, even the whole political agenda right now is obviously what is up with that with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Obviously, there is something huge wrong with that. They, for America to even consider even one of them to be a leader is a joke upon itself. How can they could even consider Trump an eligible leader or Clinton given the evidence supporting that she is not physically and or mentally fit, and neither is Trump, especially mentally. Both of them in different ways are huge consequences down the line. And it doesn't help with the fact that North Korea and parts of Russia are presently testing nuclear warfare and producing nuclear warfare, especially North Korea, mind you, has been producing nuclear warfare testing in their oceans. And the megatons it produces is larger than the bomb of Hiroshima in Japan years back. Why are they testing so much nuclear warfare that can potentially destroy entire cities, an entire small state, an entire small country, mind you, even? I think, yes, a small country, even, if given enough power. Why are they testing that? And why does Donald Trump seem to support that? If anything, he supports nuclear warfare, mind you. So if you can see things from a broad angle, the dead marine life, the admitting of extraterrestrial life, CERN literally looking into parallel universes. Like I was trying to say earlier, CERN is literally looking into opening a black hole and trying to see what is on the other side. Why is all of this happening? This sounds like something out of a movie or a book, but it's actually reality. And it's amazing when you see all of this and you try to, and it's actually a puzzle. It's actually, you connect the dots, and can you see the signs? And most of you cannot. And for those, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of you that are awakening and understanding and tapping into what's really there. And I appreciate you and I bow to you because you make my work here so much easier. Really, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the few out there that are tapping into what really is out there, because there's so much going on that these two eyes cannot see. Never forget that. It's literally scientifically proven that the eyes can only see so much information that the brain will let it comprehend. Basically, we have to break the barrier ourselves. It's interesting, and it's almost a test within itself. Are we going to be able to just attain and believe everything that's in front of us? Are we going to push and break on through? What are we going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to believe every single thing that's sold to you? Or are you going to question it and fight for it if you need to? Prepare mentally, physically, and spiritually for something of prophetic value is coming. I will say it again. Something of prophetic value is coming. It is a prophecy. All of this happening is a prophecy. Most of us have forgotten that. Many of us are awakening and many of us are tapping in. It's for a reason. Many books across the world, many cultures around the world, explain it in different ways. That's why I say very clearly, I apologize if I insult any one religion. But technically, there's literally thousands of religions worldwide. So when you see it from a bigger angle, all I do is try to literally connect the dots from all these angles. They're all pieces of the same puzzle. It creates a world of hatred and chaos when you only see it from one angle, when there's literally millions of angles. And that's all I try to do. That's all I do. So I apologize if I can see it from a million angles and try to share it to you. But in a way, I'm not at the same time. So you can try to deduce it for yourself and see for yourself. Because I don't want you to think like me. I want you to think for yourself and see, wait a minute, these do connect. There is more to life. You need to find the others that make sense. There's a lot more to life than what is just presented to you. You have to follow everything. You can't forget that. And it's easy to get distracted from why you're here. You can't afford to. Ever. There's a reason for why you're here. Because we're in a grand time of change. And never underestimate what a small, intelligent, committed group of people can do to change the world. It doesn't take millions. It doesn't take thousands. It just takes commitment, patience, willpower. A lot of willpower. A lot more commitment. It takes true leaders. For the true leaders out there, for the true visionaries out there, for the true empaths out there, I'm there for you and others are there for you. And there's signs all around you. You need to understand that. There's not going to be a rapture like the American view thinks. Straight out. We're not going to wake up one day and half of us are going to be gone. That's honestly BS. I am straight out. There is prophecies, and they do exist, but we cannot just believe that just because the one presented to us is the only one. There is such thing as symbology. There is such thing as metaphorical value. There is such thing as exaggeration, and there is such thing as misunderstanding. There is something coming huge, but what we do with it and how we handle it ultimately makes sense and resolves what happens to us. We're not just going to disappear because of our sins and a blah blah. It's not that easy, and neither is that simple. I wish it was. There's going to be a lot of chaos soon, a lot of war, straight out. And the ones that disappear are basically just going to die. Are we going to fight? Are we going to give in to the governmental agendas that are happening all around us? Because Vladimir Putin has already made millions of dollars put into it, a bunker, because he knows something's going to happen soon underground. So has Washington, D.C. created a huge bunker underground. So has other governmentals created huge bunkers underground. They all know something's going to happen soon. They all know it. They're preparing. Why they have camps here, why they're sending military vehicles everywhere, in FEMA camps, to bunkers, to talks left and right in case of catastrophic events. The United States has the right to do this and that and this. Why do they keep talking about catastrophic events? Why is the Mandela effect happening right now since 2012? The Mandela effect's a very interesting topic as well. All of this adds up to something happening soon. We're all part of it. We're all part of this great agenda. Are we going to be sheep and cattle? Are we going to go along with it? Are we going to break through and become something? Because we're all one. We need to unite. For the time is now. The time is now, literally. And it's going to happen soon. I'm hoping a year or 2, 3. Longer the better. I'm not hoping for it to happen. I don't, but I can see the signs. A lot of people can feel it. A lot of people can see the tension, feel that something's not right. Economically, we're worse than we've ever been. More earthquakes than ever. More hurricanes than ever. More dead animals than ever. More talk of war than in years. The political agenda is worse in years. Just the lineups for the presidency is proof in itself. It's a testimony of how much of a joke the political agenda right now is, really. Talk about hilarious and ironic and horrible at the same time. Something's going to happen soon, mind you. Something huge. We're going to start seeing huge parts of that. We already have, actually. But we're going to see bigger parts around the end of 2016 to mid-2017. I don't know exactly what it is. But CERN has promised amazing results and unforeseeable results from their tests in late 2016. Nibiru Planet X, the planet, is about to be seen and or cause some type of change for our planet in late 2016. Same typing, ironically. Nuclear warfare, possibly, honestly, is possible at this point. And late this year, possibly. What are they testing for? Trump or Hillary Clinton gets elected. Either way, there's going to be consequences. We are not safe. Yet we are, if we make it so ourselves. They're betting on the fact that we're not going to do anything or realize until it's too late. But even if it's too late, we can still do something. It's always been in our hands, and it always will be. We just have to make it so. Make it right. Prepare. And stop living in discord and just chaos, and realize you can do something. You don't have to just party all the time. You don't have to just have sex all the time and do drugs all the time, and realize that there is more to this. There is more to life. You can do something more. And for the ones that realize this already, I appreciate you. You need to keep on. Keep strong. We're all one. We're all united. Literally. We're all connected. We're all pieces of the same celestial body. Once we go to sleep, for example, we're all in the same place. We're all in that same celestial body. We just don't realize it yet. I'm here to help you realize that. Why so much war right now? I understand something has to happen. I get that. But there can be a better tomorrow. After the ashes, after everything, there can be a better tomorrow. Prepare, because huge happenings are going to come. You need to be ready. And when the time comes, remember, well, I'm reaching my 20-minute mark, so I'll conclude it solely when into the time. Yeah. Don't take anything for granted and realize everything happens for a reason. And realize everything around us is nothing but a puzzle piece to connect. Realize you're part of a great time of awakening, and it's up to the ones that are able to see and are willing to see. If you hear my words and it rings in your heart as true, that's for a reason, and I appreciate you. But there's others like me as well spreading the same message. It's not just me. I am nothing but a messenger. But I do have great plans in the making as well. I am preparing. This is a time preparation. My name is Raymond, otherwise known as Sensei. I'm here for this reason. This is my mission, to spread what I know. To be here for this reason. I've always known. And I think a lot of you have as well. Prepare. And be strong. Namaste.